Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Stay Together. I am so excited to be here on the season 2 premiere of the show. It's great to be back with you guys. I hope you had a wonderful last few weeks of summer and took some time to relax and enjoy and have some fun. But we are back and I am with one of the biggest stars of Netflix to kick off season 2, and I'm so excited. Anna Maria Sieklucka is of course the star of 365 Days on Netflix, a film that I know so many people love. And I see you all coming in, so get comfy and get ready for the interview as you come on in the room, and I'm gonna grab. Hey, Anna Maria, how are you?
Hello, nice to see you. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. It's so nice to have you on the show. Welcome. It's a pleasure to get to hang out for a bit today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, of course, of course. So to give you a little background, I created this show in March of 2020 when COVID shut the world down because I wanted people to have a place that they can come to every single week for some joy and hope and inspiration and to hear from the people they love like yourself. So thank you for being here. We're going to have some fun today. And for all the fans tuned in, I have questions that I'll be asking towards the end of the interview from all of you, so stick around for that. But if you're ready to rock, we have a lot to get to.
Okay, let's start.
All right, well, I have to start by giving you a huge congratulations on all of your success and your explosive last year and a half with starring in 365 Days on Netflix, one of the most talked about films on Netflix, one of the most watched films on Netflix. So I want to kind of bring it all back for a minute. When you received that first script and you were reading it, what was it about the film that made you say, you know what, I want to be a part of this?
Um, let's start from the beginning because the story is a little bit funny because it was 2019 when I had a phone from Thomas Mandes, the director on 365 Days. And he called me and he said to me, "Hello, Anna Maria, nice to hear you. I want to invite you for the casting of 365 Days." And to be honest, I read the book 1 year before he called me, or before I picked up the phone. And I said to him, "Hello, nice to hear from you, but you know, the subject of the movie is not similar of my thinking, of acting live." And once I said to myself that I don't want to be naked in the theater or on the screen. So I said to him, "I'm so sorry, but I don't think so that I want to be the part of 365 Days." And he said to me, "No, no, no, don't, do not panic. Everything will be okay. I only want to invite you for the casting. And we don't know how, the situation will look like." So I said, "Okay, we can try. Of course, you're right." So I came to the casting, and that was the beginning of this really big adventure for me. And after that, I read the script, and it was kind of similar to the book, but as people who read the book can see some difference that are in book and in the movie. And we change some subjects, some plots. And to be honest, I didn't read the script before I, came to the casting. So it was like, I was like a child in a fog, and I didn't know what will happen. It was like huge, as I told you, it was like huge adventure.
Wow, that's amazing that you took a chance and look where it led you, right? I think that's so cool. So was it a very fast process from the time you were told you have the part to filming?
It was, as I told you, I was like a child in the fog, and everything was so totally new for me because it was my first movie. And as I told you, I thought to myself in my entire life that, Amma, no, you want, you didn't want to be naked. What's wrong with you? And everything. But I knew that it was a big opportunity for me because everybody knows in that time that we will be on Netflix worldwide. And I think that Tomek, Blanka, Barbara Białowąs, Eva Lewandowska gave us, because I'm talking about me and Michele, big opportunity to be, the main actors of that kind of movie. And when you are the part of that movie, you don't know what will happen next. So I think that everything, going so fast, and you do not have time of thinking what will be next. So it was like, like a big surprise. Every day on the set was like a big surprise. Of course, I was so prepared, about, I knew everything about the script and about the book, about my character, about Laura. But it was it was a it was it was so big surprise for me to be in every day on the set.
Yes, yes,
The
it's
part of
hard
the
to
job,
wrap your
yeah.
head around because it all happened so fast and you were just showing up to work and doing your job and seeing what every day would bring you. And as you mentioned, you played the role of Lara brilliantly. People just love your acting and the character that you brought to life, which is a testament to how talented you are. So, what did you love about getting to play the character of Lara?
Hmm, I have to say that I love in her that to be honest, she's a strong woman. She's a very strong woman. She knows exactly what she wants from life. And people especially will see it in the second and the third parts, but of course I cannot tell you what will happen in the second and the third part of the book, or and of the I'm sorry, not of the book, of the movie. And what is the best from that character, that I can see how she grows up, how she changed her life, how she became stronger and stronger day by day. So of course, when I said yes, that I will be the part of 365 Days, part one, of course I knew what is the plot of the story, what is the story, about second and the third part. So I realized and I totally knew that that character will grow and grow. So I think that's the main thing that I would love to say about Laura Biel, and how she became a woman.
Yes, yes, and I think that makes such an interesting character when you know that they're going to continue to develop and grow, like you said, in the next couple films. Um,
Did you know, if I can interrupt you, it's
yeah,
like I can say about myself right now when I'm looking at Laura, because when I took part of the casting, I was, as I told you, I will tell it one more time, that I was like a child in the fog, and I was 3 years younger than right now. I was 26. Right now I'm 29, and the brilliant and the amazing thing, especially for me, what that movie brings me, and what I can take from that movie is that Laura grows up, and me, I grow up as a woman, because I can say that I was, like a teenager, like a woman by the childish one, but right now I'm staying on my, on my feet, and I can say that, looking at the mirror, hello, Anna Maria, I can see that right now you are a strong woman.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It was a time of personal growth for you as well, which is always wonderful as a human being, as an artist. I think that's really, really cool. When you look back at that first film, are there any moments or scenes for your character that you thought, wow, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to keep that with me for a long time?
Of course, a lot of them, but I would like to tell about, especially about one woman, which is so brave for me, and which I am so in love. That's the Olga's character, Magda Lamparska, because we didn't know each other when we met on set, and I think our friendship, because right now I can say that she is my real friend, because we also grow up together. Like she is playing her character of Olga, and me as playing character of Laura, and that's for us it was a big adventure, and I think that Magda can say the same, that the most amazing, the funniest, and um, loving moments was when we were together on set. The woman power and everything was with her and with me, and yeah, that was so much moments that I have in my mind, in my memory, when I'm thinking about 365 days. And the funny thing is, about author of the book, Blanka Lipińska, because I don't think so that if I can say that she will be mad at me, but we don't we didn't like each other when we first met, and it was like I was looking at her, she was looking at me when we were doing the first movie, and it was huge distance between me and her, because we didn't know each other. We didn't know how we, how was our thinking, how was our, I don't know, humility, and every values that you have in your heart and in your brain. And the funny thing and beautiful thing, of course, is that right now, if I can say something about her and about me, is that also we have friendship, because we learned so many things about each other, and it's really surprising for us, I think, for me and for her, that we have such connection right now. Because when I, you know, going back through my memories from the first part, as I told you, I totally will tell you that, oh my God, Blanka Lipinska, no, 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 I hate her. I don't want to, be next to her. Of course, be next to her is like, I'm joking right now, of course,
Yeah.
but it was really surprising, and the one of the the good memories that I have in my heart and in my mind.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you know that there was so many moments, so that is to telling about that. You know, when you taking part of something huge, about something so surprising, about big adventure of your life, there are so many moments that you have in your heart and in your mind, but it is really hard to describe them. So I gave you two of them, which I think is are the huge one.
Yes, yes, I love that. Thank you for sharing. That's very, very, very interesting to hear about. Now, I always love trying to connect people through this show, no matter how old you are, no matter what your job is. And I love this question because, no matter what profession any of us are in, we have challenges and we have anxiety, right, sometimes. And we just have to figure out how to work through it. So, were there any scenes in this film that you were anxious about? And how did you just push your way through and kind of put that to the side?
Mm, you know, there was a lot of interviews that I was taking part in the pandemic time and so on. That I won't tell you anything. I will tell you only obvious things, about nudity, about how to overcome fears as a woman, as an actor. So of course, the naked scenes was the hardest for me. But the thing what I want to share with you is in every anxious situation that I had, the most beautiful thing, the most beautiful value that I have in my life is my family, because every time that I had bad moments, that I had fear in my mind, I can call them and speak with them, and every fears goes away. And that's the most fantastic value that I have in my life, my family. And with, that kind of people next to me, nothing is, nothing is scary for you anymore. And as I told you, I grow up. So right now, everything is challenge for me. But for every challenge, as I'm looking at this challenge, I'm smiling. So is it I don't want to tell you, about the obvious things about the nudity and so on, but of course, what I would like to say is that it's not like when you had that kind of scene that you had to be naked and so on, because in people thinking, it's like, okay, you did that kind of sin, so right now it's just like that for you. No, it's not just like that, because we are humans. We're not, machines, robots, and so on. So we have our own feelings, and we have to be care about ourselves every time we doing hard sins, because every sin stay in our mind and in our heart for our lives. And it's not like that you end the movie is over and the plot is over, and everything is over, and you can tell your character bye bye. No, it's not like that, because character that you played stays in you. And I think a lot of actors can tell that, am I right, to me right now, that we are living with our characters a lot time after the jobs we took part in. So I think that's the hardest thing of actor's life,
Yes.
and that's the anxious thing in our in our jobs, because that's our work. But every time when we wake up, we are humans, we are normal people, and that's yeah, as I told you, that's the hardest and that's the most anxious thing.
Well, I love what you said about leaning on family. And by the way, for anyone watching, family can be chosen family and friends, and just having a support group to lean on, no matter what we do, no matter what our careers are, I think is super important. So that was really beautiful advice. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that.
that's the family is the biggest value for me. It was in my entire life, and family still is my biggest value.
I love that. I'm an Italian boy, and I have a big family, and I'm the same way, so I love that. Now, I know you just finished filming, I believe, the second movie, and I know you can't say very much at all, but are there any little teases you can give everyone today? Anything at all?
To be honest, we just started shooting second and the third part, so we finished every book, and the story is over for us, to be honest. And it's kind of sad situation, but I can tell that right now we all of us are like family, and I think all of us will tell in front of people and to the world that we are family right now, because of a lot of memories, because of things that we go through. And I can't tell you, to be honest. I can tell you nothing what we did, but but I think the second and the third part will be kind of surprise for people. I can't tell you why, but fans of book, of course, will know that from every minute from the beginning of the second part. But what I can tell you is that mm, it will be more funny sometimes. It will be more with a lot of emotions. We gave more emotions because the script was full of emotions, and I think that people will see us playing the characters in totally different way. And I hope that as they loved the 365 days part one, they will be, I hope so, that they will be so into the second and the third
Oh,
part.
I'm sure they will be. And I didn't realize you were filming both parts, so you must be really, missing your character right now, right?
And of course, yes, and of course, I think that women will love the new character of Nacho, which Simone played, and they will have, they will be so confused, I think, when they will see Michele Morrone on the script, on the screen, playing Massimo, and Simone Susina is playing Nacho. So I think they will be so confused. Their hearts will be so confused. Oh my God, which male I can choose.
Right.
They will be confused, I think.
Oh, that's fun for an audience though, because they can have their choice. So that's very fun. And I know you've mentioned in the past you love to sing, and a dream one day could be an album for you. So might we hear you singing in any of these?
Um, you know that I have surprise for my people because I don't like call people fans because I'm so into them and I think that they are not my fans. They are my people. And I have a little surprise for them, but please be patient because there was a song in 365 Days, which right now is so popular. And I'm thinking, and right now I'm doing this in a studio that I'm making cover of one of that song. And I think that my people be so surprised, but in a good way. I hope so. And to be honest, as you told, my biggest dream is to have my own album with my own thinking, with my own music, with my own everything. It will be my story. It will be story of Amma. It will be you know, like I will show in front of people my heart. And I'm right now. I'm thinking about it. Doing this in the studio, and I hope that in this year people will hear my own songs.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting, and I think your people, as you say, will be loving it. Will be loving it because based off your talent in the theater and in film, and I can only imagine music, they're gonna love it. So that's very exciting, very very exciting. Now I'm gonna get to a few fan questions that came in. One about the film and a few other fun questions about you that were messaged to me when I announced you as my guest. There were four that I kept seeing pop up. And again, I chose the questions that were all focused on you. So, number one, which, oh man, I don't know if you can really answer this, but okay, here's how I'll reframe it. Because the question was, what is one thing you hope to see for your character in the next few films? But now that you filmed them already, you know what's going to happen for your character. So maybe we'll twist that a little bit and we'll say, if there was a movie just about you in a different situation, what's a fun scenario you would want to see Laura in the future?
I would love to see the parody of 365 days that, you know, we playing, you know, like totally dumps, to be honest, like the crazy ones. And we are, I don't know, like, for example, I'm playing Massimo and Massimo playing Laura. And, you know, I would love to, and maybe one day we will do this. I don't know, because all of us have to say, okay, we are doing this. Say we agree about that, about that subject, and I would love to see Laura as, you know, the craziest of the craziest one, like it will be like roller coaster of emotions of Laura, something like this. I think really because playing that kind of stuff will make me a lot of fun, and of course of our crew also. So I hope that one day maybe we can do the parody of the first part.
That would be a lot of fun to watch. Okay, we'll see what happens. That would be amazing, amazing. A few other fun questions that I loved. What is a dream, besides an album, that you hope to fulfill?
What is my dream of
What is one dream that you have, besides creating music, which we've talked about, that you hope to one day?
oh my God, you know what, I have old soul, to be honest, and I totally adore the band Aha. I don't know if you know them, and they from Norway, and the biggest dream for me is to sing with Morten, and my biggest dream, which I had, but I cannot make that dream come true, was to meet Leonard Cohen and to have him, to have opportunity to only meet him, only met him, and to said to him, "Hello, master. I totally adore you, and you are the master of the masters. You are the king of this world." And yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Two more fan questions. I thought this one was very interesting. A lot of fans commented that you seem so grounded, and at a young age when you started filming the movies, you just seem to really have a true sense of self. So, how do you not let what people say about you or press affect you negatively? How do you tune it out? And was that hard to get used to? Press always writing about you and the cast, and making up stories. How has that been for you?
If you have people next to you like me have, I'm the lucky one, because as I told you, I have a family which is next to me, and every mistake that I made, every step I take, every thinking I have inside me, they are always next to me. They always cross fingers for me, and I have that kind of thinking that when you're still breathing, you have hope, and as long as you're breathing, you have hope. And that's the thinking. That's the thing. When I wake up, I have always in my mind. And to be honest, I am that kind of people who always want to share only good emotions and love with people. And when I see haters, to be honest, yesterday you can see a lot of haters when you comment to my photo, and I did nothing with that, because I read them and I say, my God, only what I can do is sending you love from I don't know, with the telepathic one, or something like this, but we can do nothing with with people who I don't know, have life with no sense. I don't know what I can say about them. Only what I can do is, as I told you, sending love to them, and go through my way, go through my steps, be myself, because right now I know what I want to do in my in my acting life, in my job life, in my work life. I know what are my values. I know about my thinking. I know what I have in my in my heart. I know what kind of people are around me, but the people that I love. And when you became a star, or the human that people can that people know you, you have to know that one day there will be a lot of haters, there will be a lot of bad newspapers will tell a lot of bad things about you, because you are on top for them, and the people will every time they will read about you. So to have peace in your mind, you have to be yourself. You have to only focus on good things of your family, of your lovers, and of your friends, and of your, I don't know, animals.
Yes.
Because I really adore animals. and you have to be yourself. You have to go through this. You do not have to care, because people will always talk. And the really sad thing is people think that they know everything about you, but in fact this is only, this is only social media, this is only Instagram, for example. This is only like right now, interview between me and you, and you asking me about some question, I'm answering you, or only about the about that questions. And to be honest, people can, I don't know, read from our faces, our eyes, our mouth, our everything what we have on our faces, but to be honest, they do not know us. And we can't do we can do nothing with this. We can't do anything with this. So we have to be brave. We have to be ourselves. I have to be myself. And every time that to be honest, every time that I'm seeing haters on my social media, for example, I'm doing nothing.
Right.
I'm sitting as I'm sitting right now and thinking that, oh my God, how cool are you? And I'm sending you a lot of love, a
I
lot.
love that. I love that you say you send love and lead with love, because the truth is, it's not about you. It's about them and whatever they're going through. And
Yeah, because every bad emotions we share to people, every bad things that we are talking about people, it's not about them, it's
yeah,
about us. It's
yes,
about things that we cannot overcome. It's about our fears, it's our minuses. And we we can do nothing.
well, I think what
We
you
can,
said.
we can share only good emotions, as I told you at the beginning of that plot, and we can only share love. That's it. I think that's the most important thing, because that we I'm talking, of the circle about only one thing. We can do nothing.
Right, right, and the important message to just lead with love, which I love. You've been giving a lot of good, inspirational little nuggets in this interview that I just think are so useful and helpful for many people. So
Yeah.
really, really interesting. And the last fan question before I let you go, which I thought was really cool, was what is one thing you do to relax?
Oh, that's a really difficult question for me, to be honest. Really difficult. But I'm breathing. I'm doing meditations. I'm listening to my favorite music. I'm reading books. And what is the thing that I love the most is going to massage my body, because when someone know how to do this, I'm totally relaxed. I'm like, I'm turning off my thinking and everything, and I'm going through my soul, and I am saying hi to my soul, and I'm saying, Anna Maria, yes, that's the moment that you can rest. And yeah, I think the massage is the is on top how I relax myself from the cruelty of this world.
I'm with you. I love a good massage too. That's a very good choice. Um, Anna Maria, you have had such a huge year and a half. This film propelled you into international stardom, and your people love you so much. So everybody watching here today who has been enjoying this interview, what do you want to say to your people who are cheering you on and standing by your side?
Um, to my people, I would love to say that remember that without you, I am little no one, to be honest, because you are my community. And remember that I'm also human. I have my own feelings. I have my own life. And I want to thank you for everything which all of you are doing, because I see it every day. But the most important thing, what I want to say to you is that, as I told you, as long as you breathe, you have hope. And if you have your dreams, thinking about this and taking your dreams, go through your dreams, go to your dreams, follow your dreams every time. And it will be a hard journey. It will be really hard way. But I promise to all of you that if you accept your dreams, it will be the biggest adventure in your life. And remember how to love and share love every day to the people. And yeah, I'm totally thankful and grateful that you always are next to me, and thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you for joining today and for putting so much, care and thought and profound messages into your answers to my questions. I think a lot of people watching today are going to feel very inspired and more joyful after hearing this conversation with you. I love talking to you. For everybody watching, I'm going to post this on my feed so you can rewatch it, or if you haven't watched it, you can watch it for the first time. Anna Maria, I think you are just a gem, and I hope to interview you here in the States one day, and I'll be following your career, and I truly, truly just am impressed by the human being that you are.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for invitation and for the questions, of course, and for that interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until we meet again. Come on. Bye-bye.